in on SL12B. I forgot to mention this earlier. I will be performing for 1 hour at the SLB in the main auditorium, although that might change. So try to keep an ear out for that because they haven't set the schedule, but the time is set. I'll be performing on June 24th at 12 p.m. SL time, and Thinkerer will be joining me for that. So up next, we're going to have Thinkerer doing his own comedy routine.
Yay, Thinkerer!
All right.
Yeah.
Yes,
okay.
please.
All right, I'll do that.
Because I want to be.
Well,
Okie dokie.
I don't do this very often.
Okay.
But this is an emergency, and so I brought some material. And, well, let's see. Here's one collection of material. Observations, I guess, or recommendations, or stories. I asked God for a bike, but I know God doesn't work that way. So I stole a bike and asked for forgiveness.
That's
Do not argue with an idiot. He will drag you down to his level and beat you with experience. Going to church does not make you a Christian any more than standing in a garage makes you a car.
True.
And this is a lover's line. The last thing I want to do is hurt you, but it's still on the list.
At the end.
And here's one from physics. From physics, definitely. Light travels faster than sound. That is why some people appear bright until you hear them speak. And here's a line for you to use when you are arguing with someone. If I agreed with you, we'd both be wrong.
There, that's the one I need to use.
Yeah, save that. Oh, and here's a, yeah. We never really grow up. We only learn how to act in public.
Oh, some of us.
Very true.
Some of us don't.
Well, that's true. That's true. Let's see. Oh, this line is headed when insults had class. These are insults from a previous era. A member of the parliament said to Disraeli, "Sir, you will either die on the gallows or of some unspeakable disease." "That depends, sir," said Disraeli, "on whether I embrace your policies or your mistress."
Oh, that was Winston Churchill.
This is another line you definitely want to keep around. He had delusions of adequacy. And Winston Churchill remarked of someone, "He has all of the virtues I dislike and none of the vices I admire." And
Come on.
Clarence Darrow remarked, "I have never killed a man, but I have read many obituaries with great pleasure." And thank you for sending. This is an artist. This is a letter to a writer. "Thank you for sending me a copy of your book. I'll waste no time in reading it." And Mark Twain remarked of some occasion, "I did not attend the funeral, but I sent a nice letter saying I approved of it."
That's a good one. Oh, yeah.
And Oscar Wilde remarked of someone, he has no enemies, but he is intensely disliked by his friends. And let's see. Oh yes, another letter to well, I suppose somehow having to do with the breakup. I feel so miserable without you. It's almost like having you here.
I love that one.
And here's another one, definitely. He is a self-made man and worships his creator. And let's see here. And, well, Irving S. Cobb, but I guess he's not well enough known, remarked about someone, I've just learned about his illness. Let's hope it's nothing trivial.
Oh my goodness. Oh, that's evil.
He is not only dull himself, he is the cause of dullness in others. And he is simply a shiver looking for a spine to run up. Let's see.
Oh, okay.
He loves nature in spite of what it did to him. Why do you sit there looking like an envelope without any address on it? That was Mark Twain.
Okay.
His mother should have thrown him away and kept the stork. Said Mae West.
Mae West, that's right.
And Oscar Wilde remarked, some cause happiness wherever they go. Others, whenever they go. And Groucho Marx, I've had a perfectly wonderful evening, but this wasn't it.
It was a different day, a different time, and a different person. Hey.
Oh, and here's something. Here are some enlightening lines. Knowledge is knowing that a tomato is a fruit. Wisdom is not putting it in a fruit salad. And this is one you definitely should have available whenever you hear about the early bird getting the worm. The early bird might get the worm, but the second mouse gets the cheese.
True.
And and the evening news. You remember the evening news? They used to have it. Evening news is where they begin with good evening and then proceed to tell you why it isn't.
Exactly.
And here definitely for a psychologist, to steal ideas from one person is plagiarism. To steal them from many is research. A bus station is where a bus stops. A train station is where a train stops. On my desk, I have a workstation.
Where I stop.
Yay! Yay!
How is it that one careless match can start a forest fire, but it takes a whole box to start a campfire?
That's true. It's so true.
Some people are like slunkies. not really good for anything, but you can't help smiling when you see them tumble
fall.
down the stairs.
Oh.
And let's see,
That's a good one.
dolphins are so smart that within a few weeks of captivity, they can train people to stand on the edge of the pool and throw them fish. Hmm. A bank is a place that will lend you money if you can prove that you don't need it.
Yeah. Exactly. Sad.
Mm-hmm. Whenever I fill out an application, in the part that says, in an emergency, notify, I put in doctor. And I saw a woman wearing a sweatshirt with guess on it. So I said, implants? Why does someone believe you when you say there are 4 billion stars, but check when you say the paint is wet? Women will never be equal to men until they can walk down the street with a bald head and a beer gut and still think they are sexy. Why do Americans choose from just 2 people to run for president and 50 to run for Miss America?
Good question.
Behind every successful man is his woman. Behind the fall of a successful man is usually another woman.
Give him a push.
A clear conscience is usually a sign of a bad memory. The voices in my, definitely, here's one you should definitely keep. The voices in my head may not be real, but they have some damn good ideas.
Yay.
Always borrow money from a pessimist. He won't expect it back. A diplomat is someone who can tell you to go to hell in such a way that you will look forward to the trip. Hospitality is making your guests feel like they're at home, even if you wish they were.
I'm the queen of that.
Money can't buy happiness, but it sure makes misery easier to live with.
Oh yeah.
Yay.
Woo, yay. Okay.
I used to be indecisive. Now I'm not sure.
That's me.
When tempted to fight fire with fire, remember that the fire department usually uses water. You're never too old to learn something stupid. This is a very, very valuable item recommendation. To be sure of hitting the target, shoot first and call whatever you hit the target. Nostalgia is not what it used to be. Some people hear voices. Some people see invisible people. Others have no imagination whatever. I've got to talk to the equipment on my system. It puts a sign up right here for me. Oh, change is inevitable, except from a vending machine. You do not need a parachute to skydive. You only need a parachute to skydive twice.
Oh.
I love the
And finally, I'll read a few of these. This is something for being a senior. I look out especially for things that fit to old people. So this is texting for seniors, and as you know, we have lots and lots of text words, codes, 3-letter, 5-letter things that Lauren keeps worrying about the meaning of things like OMG or WTF, and so these are some that are translated to help people who are old. And well, here are a few of them. ATD, at the doctor's. BYOT, bring your own teeth.
Oh.
CBM, covered by Medicare. FYI, found your insulin. GHE, that heartburn again. Ah, yes, and HGVM, do you know what that means? Had a good bowel movement. and
PMI.
And LMDO. Oh, yes, definitely. We use that one. Laughing my dentures out. And LOL doesn't mean what you think. It means living on Lipitor.
Sure.
And TTYL doesn't mean what you think. It means talk to you louder.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And OMSG. Oh my, sorry, gas.
Oh. Gratefully you're not on voice then when that happens.
Okay, actually it's time for me to get off the stage.
All right.
Practically used up all the time.
Okay. We don't have much time left, but we're going over anyway. And I can't get out of this chair.
Well, hello, Lauren.
Yeah.
Lauren! Oh my God!
Hello, everybody. Sorry I was away.
Look at the dress.
Did I bring the funny? Of course I brought the funny.